I always think bridges look quite nice in paintings. So I thought I'd have a go at one today. So I'm using the large hake, this is just clear water, onto the paper, and then I'm just going a bit of raw sienna, just a bit of background flavour, clean the brush, and then we've got a bit of ultramarine, something like so, and then I've got some background hills, so I'm just going to mix the two colours together. Maybe a touch of light red as well, just a little bit of, and that's coming down like so. Bit of lemon yellow, raw sienna, clean the brush, colour's getting a bit muddy, so I'm just going to back into the raw sienna. See how lighter it's gone, bit of lemon yellow, and then we've got a few little trees there in the distance, so I'm going to get stronger green, bit of ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, and then just using the corner of the brush, a bit stronger. Few little trees going up there, just using the corner. Clean the brush, back to light colours, take the excess off on the towel, lemon yellow. And although I'm only using lemon yellow straight after I've cleaned, I don't normally use one colour on its own, but it's mixing with the colours that are already on the paper. So like lemon yellow, I'm just sort of catching that Payne's grey as I come down, so you get nice little different types of green into the raw sienna. Also the colours are already on the, I don't know if you can see that. So if I go raw sienna, a bit of lemon yellow, a bit of ultramarine, you can see all the different colours that are on there, and they sort of mix on the paper, and it helps get that variation that makes the landscape look so interesting. And then as soon as they get all muddy like that, just clean the brush. So you want to go back to pure colour again, take the excess off on the tea towel, and just go into a colour, and you're back to a nice light watercolours again. Anyway, so I've worked my way down to the bottom to where I'm going to put the bridge in now. So before I start on the bridge, I'm just going to pull the paper tight because it's stretched slightly. You can stretch your paper before you start if you like, but I'll just do it as I paint along. By the time I've got the background in, it's generally stretched enough, as much as it's going to, so I can just flatten it again. Now then, although I've got colour on here, I'm going dark for the bridge, so I'm not going to bother cleaning it. What I'm going to do, you can see how the hairs are separated. If I just dip them into the water, hairs come back together again. See, that's splitting again, but again, just dip them in, pull them out, and it's just a case of practice, practice and practice, and then with experience you'll get to know how much water to put on your brush, because getting that ratio of paint to water mix on the brush is the all important X factor to painting with watercolours. So this is where the path leads up to the bridge, and then let's just push it right over, and then it does something like, I'm just trying to get the main shape in. So this is just mixes of burnt umber and ultramarine, and the bridge it sort of goes up there, and then over down to the other side. not getting a lot of variation in there. But just trying to get that main shape in, and then I'll get to work with the card then. So if we just sort of, this is just like the archway. So that underneath is like the shadow underneath. So obviously you've got to do this while the paint's still wet, but don't do it while it's too damp, otherwise it'll just fill straight back in again. Now the top. On top of the bridge. I'm not going to scrape in every single rock, just here and there, just to give the impression of something going on there. So I'm just scraping in the odd one here and there. And that's sort of over there, something like so. Just something on the far side. And then just trying to get that underneath part really nice and dark. You want that bit darker than the rest of it, just to give the impression that it's the underneath the archway, the bit that's in shadow. And then on top of there we've got, actually a bit big, switching to the flat. If I just, same colours, and then there's a few, bit more water. It's not coming off the brush very well, brush too dry, so just add a bit more water. And we've got just the safety rails along the bridge, and I'll put these ones in with the hake, I think. I'll do something like that. And then just under the bridge, with a bit more grass. So this is just lemon yellow, bit of ultramarine, lemon yellow, bit of raw sienna as well. Just a little bit on this side, and the rest will just be water. And we've also got, before I put the water in fact let's put the water in now. Water, ultramarine, bit of raw sienna. Basically just reflecting the colours of the sky. And then it sort of comes down, something like that. And then swishes round. Now I'm trying to get those banks in a bit stronger so it contrasts a bit better with the water. So we just got some muddy banks coming down there. And we get on this side. left hand side I've got a nice little tree. So I'm doing burnt umber, ultramarine. And then just at the foot of this. Going right off there into the out of the picture. You can do this with a rigger if you want. You can use the rigger just to put in some of the finer branches. Same mix. Need a bit more water on the rigger brush because there's it doesn't hold a lot. Oops. And then you just hold it right at the end there so you get nice random strokes. And then a few green leaves need to go onto the tree. Just want to get a bit of texture on that trunk. I'm going to mess with that too much. Let's just scuff this up a bit and give it a bit of green on the brush. And then just very lightly pop your leaves on, dry brushwork. It's just ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey. But not too much water. You want it nice and dry, because otherwise you'll just block it straight and you won't be able to see anything through the trees. Bit down there. What we have got is the obviously the rail. I've only done the one side of the rail, haven't I? So I'm just going to sort of try and do it. Just try and do it very lightly. This is just the rail on the other side. To give the impression that there is a rail there, but I don't want it to complicate things too much. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's just stick a little figure out walking over the bridge. I'm going to give him a red top, then blue trousers. Actually getting a blue head, but it looks as if he's looking over into the water, just trying to find some fish or something. Just making sure my hand's dry because I don't want to plonk it on there and make a big mess. Just want to put a couple of little birds flying around. And then finally somewhere down there, just pop your name. so just a bit more dark. Just pop a few little, it's not coming off very well, a bit more water, brush was too dry. Just a few little reeds and things going on. See, if you're putting it on dark, how it contrasts nicely against the sort of the white of the water or the bridge there. Always look where you can get light against dark. Alright, I think I'm going to leave that now. Let's see what it looks like with the mount on. So there we go with the mount on. So if we go and have a closer look. As usual, started with the sky raw sienna, ultramarine, and then same again, just for the profile of the hill, and then introduced a bit of lemon yellow as we start to get the grass coming down the hillside. Bit of Payne's grey to darken the green, and we got these sort of soft trees happening here going up the side of the hill. You can see the bridge here, put in a dark mix of burnt umber, ultramarine, just got the main shaping, and then first scrapes out the archway with the card. Made sure that the underside of the archway was nice and dark. What I didn't show you, I just put in some slight reflections there of the bridge. I forgot to put in. I didn't show you that, but all I did was wet the water and then just put in some dark colour just to reflect that bridge. Got our little man there stood on the railings looking into the water below. As you can see, just scraped out simply with the card just to give it a bit of texture. Not everywhere, just here and there to give the impression of stones. Tree put in very loosely with a height brush and a bit of dry brush work for the leaves. And then you can see the sort of dark grasses contrast nicely against the white water. Well, thanks for watching, I hope you like that. Keep practicing. Any questions please ask, and I'll see you again soon.